What do you think the initials PFC stands for?
PFC. Is this tech related?
Not really.
Peanut butter, fig, and caramel sandwich. Instead of PB&J, it's a PFC.
Wait, say that again. A peanut butter with
Fig and caramel? I don't know.
It's
Pennsylvania fried chicken.
That actually sounds good. It stands for Perfect Fit Content.
Excuse me?
PFC, a perfect fit content. See, now, this is one of these little fun facts that you're going to want to repeat.
Okay.
And you're going to be like, people are looking at you like, oh my gosh, how did he get so smart?
Well, I can't just stop there because someone goes, then what is perfect fit content? What is it? Content?
Yes, content.
What does that mean? I need more.
Well, new report out about Spotify.
Okay.
That certain channels, so that they don't have to pay royalties for every single song, is that they say, well, let's put in some PFCs. And that sounds like that might be a good thing. But perfect fit content is like ghost artists. So they don't have to pay royalties. And so as you're listening to like a jazz playlist or ambience or whatever it may be, and you recognize one song and you're like, I know who that person is. But then you go like 10 songs, you have no idea who they are. Okay, that's what's called a ghost artist, and they say that this is perfect fit content.
Is it just AI, or who's creating the music that they're perfectly fitting in there?
For example, they have one guy in Sweden. Let me see. 20 songwriters are behind more than 500 artists.
But they have to pay them royalties, but since they're not as well known, it's very small.
Probably so.
Okay.
It's just a matter of time before AI is there too.
Yeah, of course. Yes. And then you don't got to pay anybody.
But you know, I started thinking about this. Okay, so like the internet's all up in arms, like, oh, Spotify is putting in people we don't know. Who cares?
Yeah, as long as you're happy.
I mean, do you really know the difference between somebody who's like ambiance, like on a piano, and ambiance on a violin?
No. It's just, I mean, it's all jazz, all sounds the same. No offense to jazz people. I couldn't tell the difference between real jazz and fake jazz. Jazzy Jazz, DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Have you ever listened to like the Chill channel? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then they have Chill, like new artists.
Right.
And so they'll be like singing something like from Coldplay, and you're like, I don't know if that's not Coldplay, but it's like, I don't know who Willow Bay is.
Right, it's a cover.
Yes, exactly. So the Chill covers are, I bet you, are a lot of ghost artists.
And it's also cheaper. So that makes sense.
So ghosts.
Yes, what about ghosts, Kim?
I don't have a joke.
Why did you say ghost twice then?
I was just setting you up.
That's your rhythm.
Setting you up. That, like what did the ghost say when it woke up from a bad hangover? What did it say?
Boo-hoo?
I got to lay off the booze.
Boo is right.
No, that was a great one.
No.
That was amazing, And I'm looking forward to 2025 when I might take classes on being a comedian.
Oh, yes, I am all about that. I can't wait. We need to get a brick wall in here, a mic on a stand. You ever notice when ghosts wake up? I can't wait.
I think it'd be really fun. And on that happy note, welcome. It's Kim Komando Today. It's your great podcast about all things digital. Not to be confused with the Kim Komando Show. That's the big show. And that's the 3-hour show that you can get as a podcast in your favorite podcast player. Just search for Komando with a K, of course. What do you have, Andrew?
The drones. They're still in the news. The government's going to do something about it.
Bum, 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 bum.
So that's we've been thinking that the drones are the government. But if the government's going to do something about the drones, then that means the drones can't be the government.
So where are the drones from?
We're going to find out.
Oh, my gosh.
There's a new theory. I got a new theory for you as well.
So now this is where you want to beg everybody to like, comment, share.
Yeah. If you're listening to just the audio version of the podcast, thank you very much. We appreciate it. But we also do a video version. And over 100,000 people have subscribed to the Kim Komando YouTube channel, youtube.com/Komando.
We got the award somewhere.
Oh, where'd it go?
I don't know.
Did they move it? Maybe they're placing it on the wall somewhere. So all the guests that come here to the Kim Komando building can see it. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Like I said, youtube.com/Kim Komando. We go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday?
Yes.
Every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We post shorts. You'll get notification. It really helps. Also, click the like, drop a comment. We appreciate it.
So you don't know what day you come here?
I know, but if I form it as a question, I'm still getting the information out there, but it's more conversational.
Oh, I see.
So it was a tactic. It was a broadcasting tactic.
Oh, I didn't know that. Did you go to broadcasting school?
I did. It was like a 6-week program. 3 weeks in, I was a junior.
I went to the Barry Young School of Broadcasting.
That's a hard knocks right there.
Oh my God, that was so hard. I mean, you know, when I was first starting out, I'll never forget. He came in and he said, "I don't know why I'm even here because you suck."
But he's supposed to do that positive sandwich, you know?
No.
Something positive, something negative, something positive.
And I looked at him and said, "Go F yourself." Okay. Okay.
So you guys were already acting like you were married.
Yes. And then he comes in and he says, "Call yourself the digital goddess." And I said, "I can't call myself the digital. That is like so pompous." I said, "What am I supposed to do? Like go to a party and say, 'Hi, Bob, I'm the digital goddess'?"
Right.
And he goes, "Just try it. You need to have a moniker." So I came on the air and I said, "I'm the digital goddess." And then he came in the next break. "If you're not going to say it like you mean it, don't bother."
What a jerk.
Oh, it was hard. And then finally, after like, I don't know, 3 months of hell, is that I said, "You know what? You got to just knock it off." And then he said that I was actually getting better because every time I went on the air, I was so mad at him that I was.
I'll prove him.
Yes, exactly. Like, what a jerk. Then he made me listen to myself.
That's rough,
That's hard.
especially in the beginning.
Did you?
Oh, yeah. Had to do those air check sessions. I only had one program director that did air check sessions, and it was for like maybe 4 or 5 months, and then after that, I never had to do them. But yeah, to sit there, and I was 19,
Oh, gosh.
and I was doing sports updates, and I had to sit there and listen to myself be awful.
Yes.
And I was awful.
Do you still have any of those?
Yeah, we played them on my radio show maybe a year ago.
Oh.
Brought them in, and we played them on the air.
Oh.
And then everybody called up, and everybody said that it wasn't that bad, but boy, did I think it was awful.
I thought I was awful. I still can't listen to myself.
No. Oh, even now, to this day?
No, I can't.
Okay, we put up the shorts. Can you watch the
No.
YouTube?
No. I see everything that I do wrong.
You just scan right past it. I don't want to do
It's
it.
like I can't do it. All right. Let me tell you what's happening in the tech world. You know, there's a country called China.
Is that right next to Kentucky?
And, you know, they're communists.
Yeah.
Okay. And the #1 downloaded news app in America is called Newsbreak. And it's owned by the communist Chinese government.
But we're banning TikTok?
Oh, I got a lot of things that are being banned.
Okay.
Okay. The reason why I bring this up is that they published a story this past week that said Steve Harvey was dead.
Oh, no. I love Steve Harvey. He's
And
so funny.
Went all over social media. Poor Steve. Rest in peace.
Right.
And then Steve's like, "Hello,
I'm not dead.
still here, still here." And then Newsbreak came out and said, "Well, it was like from a news source that was called like Technical News Information Bureau. That was just all AI generated."
Okay.
So-
And they are probably using AI to feed the Newsbreak app.
Yes.
So it was AI talking to AI.
And so, but it brings up a question. I mean, so let's say you have the Newsbreak app and you get breaking alert that nuclear bomb found in Phoenix, Arizona.
Right.
Okay, it could just be generated by the communist Chinese government to like spread panic.
Well, I would always double check it. Even now, even something simple, I will double check and just don't take on face value.
And that's really what it is.
Same thing happened to Apple this week when they sent out the AI does the summary of news articles.
Yes.
And it summarized the news article that the CEO shooter in New York City had shot himself and ended
I
his
didn't
own
hear
life.
that.
And it pushed through it to all the phones that had Apple Intelligence, 100% incorrect.
Nice. Good job.
This intelligence is not very intelligent.
China also owns TP-Link routers.
Oh, well, that's a lot of routers.
Okay. Guess who wants to ban them?
Congress?
Yep. TP-Link routers. But wait, there's more. DJI drones
Okay.
also have ties to China.
So they want to ban those?
Yeah.
Okay.
But DJI says, no, we don't. So
As in, we're not owned by China?
as like we could be, but we don't really do anything.
Could be. All right. I guess I could be.
So the government said, okay, we'll give you another year.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, but isn't it interesting? Like all of a sudden we're going after all these tech Chinese companies.
Well, that means what's happening behind the scenes that they're not telling us that China is doing. It must be
Exactly.
really bad stuff.
Yes, it must be really bad because DJI is banned from being used by our military.
Okay.
And now they're saying like, we have TP-Link routers all over. And then there was just that case where somebody in the government was buying like used Cisco routers on eBay.
So smart.
Hey,
So
let's
smart.
save some money over there. Let's do that.
Well, we have an $800 billion budget. Let's go ahead and do some cutbacks.
Now, you've been around me long enough to know that I don't really jump on the latest tech bandwagon.
Only if you have to. Only if you're forced to for your job.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, as far as like my personal life.
Right. You had an Apple Watch for about 12 hours.
I swore I was going to wear that longer.
You did swear you were going to, and you absolutely didn't.
And I even tried to prove you wrong. I mean, just like, okay, I'm going to put it on just while you're here. And then
You showed it to me day one, and then day two, it was gone.
I know, you and Mike were taking bets. So I don't know, 3 days, 7 days.
You didn't wear it even long enough to have a hint of a tan line.
Okay. So I bought these, and I'm thinking I might give them to Ian, because I really bought them for me. But then I'm thinking this might make a great Christmas present. The Ray-Ban Meta glasses.
Oh, okay. I have no interest.
Okay, they look like Ray-Bans.
Right.
They're not like those Google glasses,
I've seen them.
And but they just have some new AI baked into it. So like, for example, of course, you can take a video and you take a picture with the glasses on. But now it does instant translations for Spanish, French, and some other language.
But my phone already does that.
Okay, but not on your glasses.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. And then it also has like AI, as I mentioned. And so if you have a question, I can say like, what if I'm having 80 people over for a party, what's the mixture of red wine to white wine to champagne that they would actually drink?
Okay.
And then it gives you the number of bottles. I had to do that this morning. So I used ChatGPT for that.
And what was the answer?
It said that 50% of the people would have red wine or white wine, 30% champagne, and the rest would probably opt for beer or alcohol.
Oh, okay.
So we're having a martini bar. 3 different types of martinis. Not my idea, but
nice. I'm glad you threw it in there. Don't come after me. It wasn't my idea.
So the Meta glasses, if you buy them on Amazon, $319.
That's way too much for something I already do on my phone, and I will forget to do when it's on my face.
It's on your glasses, but if you buy them at Costco, it's $229.
Is there a display on the glasses that only I can see?
Yes.
I still will forget I have it.
But wouldn't it be amazing you're wearing those glasses as you're walking down the street? Be like, oh, there's Andrew Babinski, or there's that person. It's going to happen someday.
Yeah, but not these.
So if I do have the glasses, how long do you think that I will actually use them?
Okay, let's say you put them on at noon. I think they'll be put in your desk drawer by 12:15 and never seen again.
Okay. I'm thinking like this might be really something.
It is something. It's cool, but you're not going to use it. It's not day to day yet.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I mean, look at I have a watch, right? I forgot it at my girlfriend's house, but I have a watch, and it has all these apps on it.
How did you leave it at her house? Did you take it off?
Yeah.
Were you doing
to sleep
something?
there?
Oh.
And it has all these apps on it, but I never access the apps on the watch. I go straight to the phone every single time. The glasses are the same thing. It's cool, but you're never going to use it. You'll take like 6 pictures a year. And 4 of them will be within the first 15 minutes of you looking at yourself in the mirror with the new glasses on.
Going like, wow, this is so great.
Right.
This would be so awesome. I know. It's like, I wish that I don't know. It's just, I get so tainted with it. It's like, well, it doesn't do this, this, and this. That's
right.
what it is.
It's not there. It's not better than the phone because the phone's so good.
All right. So speaking of the phone, ChatGPT, they want to take over the world.
Sure.
So they have come up with just a brilliant marketing move to get people who are not using ChatGPT on their phones with the app, which if you're not, you're totally missing out. I mean, really, it's just amazing. Versus if you use it on the web. So now they have an 800 number that you can call, and you can ask ChatGPT any question. And this is their way of saying, look what we can do, and we're going to get everybody in the world to actually try it.
Okay.
It's not it's free. You get 15 minutes free a month. And then after that, you have to pay.
It's tracking your minutes. That's interesting. So at some point, it's just going to say, nope, can't tell you. You got to start paying.
Well, because you're calling from your phone.
Right.
So it knows your number.
Okay.
And then when you call back the
VPN.
When you call back the second time, it says, oh, hi. Good to have you back. So here, why don't you call it?
All right.
Let's see. Why don't you try it?
They tested it, so it's going to probably say glad to have you back.
Yes.
All right, let's see.
Hello again. It's ChatGPT, an AI assistant. Our conversation may be reviewed for safety. How can I help you?
What's up?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Doesn't know.
I'm having 80 people over for a party. What percentage of red wine to white wine to champagne do I need to have for my 80 guests?
A good rule of thumb is to have about 50% red wine, 30% white wine, and 20% champagne. So
You were
for
wrong.
80 people,
Oh, sorry.
You were wrong.
Well, yeah, you said it's 30% white wine, not champagne.
Yes.
Did you make a wrong order?
I probably did.
You're going to have a lot of champagne that doesn't
So when
get
you
drank.
come to the party, just drink champagne.
That's actually pretty cool. I don't think I would pay for it, but it's cool that you can do that. But I also have a virtual assistant on my phone.
Try it with the Escal.
Hey, Siri. I'm throwing a party with 80 people. What percentage of red wine to white wine to champagne do I need for my 80 guests? That says here, is throwing a party. Do you know what the response is?
What?
You can use ChatGPT to find this answer.
No,
Yes, it does.
we don't know.
That's hilarious.
We don't know. You have to use ChatGPT.
All right, that's pretty cool. Did I tell you I'm going on a ChatGPT vacation?
No.
Yeah. So I'm going to Nashville. Never been there before. In Gatlinburg. And I went
Gatlinburg?
Yeah.
What's in Gatlinburg? I've been there.
Mountains.
I've been there, though.
Smoky Mountains?
Yes.
Yeah. So I went on ChatGPT and I said, I'm going to Nashville. I'm going to Gatlinburg. Here's the dates I'll be there. Here's the dates I'll be there. I have a rent-a-car. Here's the things I like. Here's the things I don't like. Put together an itinerary. And it did, and I printed it. I'm going to follow it. ChatGPT vacation.
Does it look good?
There's a lot of museums. Mm-hmm. And then there's a bunch of times where for like meals, because it's a 5-day trip, it is telling me to go back to the same restaurant. And then ChatGPT puts a note, I know you're going here again, but it has the addresses in there. It has the drive times. It has everything. So I'm going to try it. After the first day, it might stink, so I may bail and do my own thing, but I thought it would be fun to give it a whirl.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a different part of the country. Mm-hmm. It's nice. People are so lovely. Very friendly.
Yeah.
Very friendly. So, like, Barry was driving, and I was in the passenger seat, and Ian was in the back seat.
Where were you?
Somewhere near there.
Okay.
Okay. Or maybe he wasn't there. Where's Dollywood?
Dollywood? I don't know. Where is Dollywood? Nashville, right?
Yeah, I don't even know, but someplace like
I think
that.
so.
Here, look it up.
Oh, well, let's ask. Hey, Siri, where's Dollywood?
I found one option. Dollywood on Dollywood Parks Boulevard in...
Where is it?
Somewhere in Tennessee.
Okay, yeah, it's in Tennessee.
What's the city?
I don't know. It got off there. Go ahead. Keep telling your story.
Anyway, so we didn't go there for Dollywood. We went there because there's a farm that a friend of ours was having her birthday.
Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Pigeon Forge. Yes, we were in Pigeon Forge. And so we were just driving. I'm like, hey, while we're here, I want to see like the town. Mm-hmm. Okay. And so again, Barry was driving, I'm the passenger, Ian's in the back seat. And so we're stopped at a light. And there's a gentleman who's standing there at the light. And I have the windows down, okay? And he's wearing like white socks with sneakers, jean cutoffs, and some T-shirt with something on it. I don't remember what it was. And he looks at me and he does like this. He goes, like,
Oh my God.
okay. Just licking his lips, looking at me, and like,
Right.
I'm
Like in a seductive way.
yes, it was gross. So I look at him and I see this. I go, "Ew, you're disgusting."
What did he say?
And he goes, "I just think you're pretty." I'm like, "Oh my God!" And then Ian in the back seat's like, "Mom, put your window up."
That's not going to be all of Tennessee. That's
No,
just
it's not.
Pigeon Forge.
No, it was, but the people were lovely. They were very nice, except for.
I need to put that as ChatGPT and make sure I find that guy.
You should. And it was funny though, like Dollywood, whole thing for Dolly Parton,
Yeah, it's a whole amusement park.
big deal.
Did you go to Dollywood?
No,
Oh, we're not doing breaks anymore.
No, we're not.
Oh, I forgot.
I did too. It's like we're so like programmed
Yeah, exactly.
to do that.
All right, stop talking.
Okay, yeah, stop talking. Boom, boom. No, I did not go to Dollywood.
You should have. It'd have been fun.
I know. Maybe next time. Next time. But I'll tell you, you're going to love it.
I'm going to have a blast.
Yeah.
I want to see a lot of live music.
All right, so what are you talking about?
We're talking about the drones.
Oh, the drones. Oh, so you finally figured it out.
I didn't figure it out. I just have a theory.
Okay, if it's a really good theory, you know, I write for the Daily Mail, and they love sensational stories.
I don't know if it's too sensational. Here's the deal. Here's the update.
Okay.
From now until January 17th, the FAA has banned the use of drones in 22 specific areas in the state of New Jersey. Completely banned.
22 areas?
Correct.
Is that like not counties, but cities?
No, they're just strategic areas.
Okay.
The reason why they're doing this ban is there are a lot of military and Department of Justice partners who have said, this is kind of freaking us out.
Okay.
We want these out of here. And the FAA has said, okay, we'll protect the airspace above your locations.
Okay.
And they're allowed to use deadly force
Oh, no.
if this ban is prohibited.
Well, you probably had like a lot of like drone hobbyists who were also like throwing their drones up in the air to see what was going on.
That's my theory.
Ooh.
So I think in the beginning, this was a U.S. military drone test.
Okay.
For the first day, the second day. And then it's just been a bunch of copycatters ever since. I think it got attention with the drones in the air, and people are like, well, I like attention. And so they started putting their drones up
And then taking
every
videos.
single night since then. So I think in the beginning, it may have been the government.
That's a lot of people.
So there's tons of people who own drones.
Okay, you're right.
Tons.
I'm just thinking
Millions
of, like,
of Americans.
I'm just thinking like, maybe because just my personal experience with having a drone is the drone operator in my bedroom, you know, is a professional pilot,
Right.
and can't really fly a drone.
Well, there's people who can fly. You have people in your family who can fly
That's
drones.
true, we do.
Real
We
estate
do.
agents that
That's true.
use them for their business.
That's correct.
And I think that it's just a bunch of copycats that once it went national, that this was happening every single night, they kept it going. Because the government is stepping up. Now, the government also said they had a bunch of notes in their release about this ban is, A, they still think it's hobbyists. They don't think there's anything to worry about. But these security sites are also worried that bad actors may join in on these copycats and actually breach some security. So that's why they're asking for the ban until the 17th.
I think it's interesting. It's New Jersey.
That's probably just where the test was.
Yeah.
To start with. And again, copycats and now the possibility of bad actors joining in. The other thing is they put a huge warning in there. Do not shoot these down on your own.
Oh, great.
They're like, it is against the law to shoot down any aircraft in the United States, even if it's unmanned. Do not take it upon yourself. They are receiving like 5,000 tips on these drones every single week. It is going mad up there. But that's what I think. That's my theory.
I think initially it was military.
Which is what I just said.
You know, AI based, doing tests over urban areas.
Correct.
So you don't believe it's like trying to find a dirty bomb?
No, I don't think anything like that. If it was, I think the government would just keep their mouth shut. They wouldn't talk about it at all. I mean, how many times has the Pentagon, the White House come out with briefings and talked about this? If it was something that serious, they wouldn't say a word.
It's been going on a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, and so it's definitely not the mothership.
No.
Not happening.
No, we'd have found out if it was aliens. They'd attacked by now.
Something like that.
One thing we know about aliens, they're not very patient.
No.
They would have attacked.
So we've been asking people to leave us comments, and then we will do shout outs
Yeah.
here on the podcast.
You mean compliments?
Would you just give me a break?
Okay, let's
Okay.
see if any of these are non-compliments.
Of course they're all compliments.
Then what am I giving you a break on then?
I picked them. Okay. I mean, what are we going to do? Oh, Kim Commando, you suck.
We need an independent board.
Let me tell you something.
That's going to select
I don't
these.
get bad notes.
I read the YouTube comments. We get bad notes all the time.
They don't do it through the newsletter.
Okay. Well, yeah, those are your people.
I mean, yeah, I got 600,000 people.
That's like you're saying everyone that I sleep in bed with loves me. Yeah, because you only sleep in bed with your husband.
There is that.
So, yeah, of course they're going to give you
What do they
compliments.
say bad on YouTube?
Oh, they say we talk too much we yak too much. We don't get to enough hard technology stuff. It's too much chatter.
Too much chatter? That's what the whole purpose of the podcast is.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you want us to sit here and talk about Linux?
That should be a special episode. A very special Christmas episode of Kim Commandos Today. Linux.
This is from Charles Mark Nadeau.
Okay.
I think I pronounced your name, Charles Mark. If I mispronounced it, I'm sorry. Kim, strange how the YouTube algorithm works. I started following you about a month ago, and it brought back memories of when I used to listen to you on WCBS Radio 88. That's in New York City. It's a big market.
Sure.
The chemistry between you and Andrew is genuine.
I got a compliment.
And it's a pleasure to watch and laugh along. And yes, you truly are funny. During these changing and challenging times, it's comforting to know many of us can count on you, Andrew, and your team to bring us happiness and smiles.
There we go. YouTube commenter says too much chatter. We're bringing happiness and smiles.
KT in San Antonio writes, loved the chestnuts roasting on an open fire spoof. LOL.
What's that?
Here, I did this with OpenAI.
Okay.
Look, that's a whole bunch of chestnuts boasting. Get it? People playing chess.
Oh, I understand it.
Boasting.
It's just not funny.
In an open foyer.
Yeah.
See?
They commented on that.
See?
Oh, chestnuts. I get it.
See? These are the things that people love. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, here's this one. Diego Leal. Mm-hmm. Oh, Diego. This is a good one. Okay. Hey, Kim. I had a thought. Have you ever thought about doing your podcast live on stage? You can have your audience send you questions, and you can respond live on a stage. I think you should go on tour.
You going to go on tour?
No.
Oh.
do
No,
you think?
Diego. She thought about it, and the answer's no.
Do you think I should go on tour?
No.
No. No.
You got to get, I mean, I'm not trying to be mean here. We got to get bigger to go on tour.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, the podcasts that go on tour, you know, they got like 25,000, 50,000 streams every single time. Once we get there, absolutely, I'll take the money to go on tour. We're just not there yet.
No?
We're still baby.
Where should we start? We'll probably start in Phoenix.
Well, yeah, Tempe. We'll do a tour. Tempe to Mesa to Chandler to Phoenix.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe how much the whole West Valley is growing. I know we're talking about just Phoenix, Arizona, but it's, you know, this city has grown exponentially.
Yeah, it's like the fourth biggest one in the whole country.
I know. What
Or no,
happened?
sixth. I think we're sixth. Yeah.
I mean, I remember we were like 25.
Yeah.
And then 15.
Well, everybody's running from California. They're
don't
all
blame-
coming here.
I don't blame them.
No, it's
No,
great.
not
Love the
at all.
Valley of the Sun.
All right, speaking of traveling, here's some little tips I'd like to pass along.
We're done with the compliment segment of the show.
No, if you want to send me a compliment, you can wear it when you get the newsletter. You can just go ahead and scroll all the way to the bottom, give a good thumbs up, which, by the way, we are running about a 4% thumbs down, which I'm okay with that
Why?
because you can't please everybody.
Okay.
I mean, you know, sometimes people are like, "Oh, it's too long." You know, that's typically the
Just
comments that I
stop.
get. It's like, well, don't read the whole thing. Just scroll down half
When
down.
you're done, you're done. You don't have to eat the whole sandwich. Just take a couple bites.
And then that's where you can leave your comments, or you can leave nice comments. Notice positive comments, right?
I like them bad ones too.
I like the bad ones. They're always funny. It's like reading bad tweets.
Yeah.
You know, what do they say bad about you?
Where? I mean, on the YouTube?
YouTube, yeah.
They just call me Adam. They just think it's hilarious to call me by my not name.
It's like, who is that guy?
Which
Adam.
is crazy because that happened like a year ago, one time.
I know.
And it still appears in the YouTube comments.
All right, so Uber has some new rides. The Uber XXL.
Is that like a big SUV?
Yeah.
Okay.
Extra trunk space for groups. The Uber X Share, you can pay 25%. So you're doing like a ride share.
Yeah.
A ride share.
You're saving 25%?
Yes.
All
Like
right.
riding with somebody else. Uber Reserve. That's where you can have a car waiting for you when you land. Now, let me tell you, I did that.
And?
Okay. I didn't read the fine print. But, you know, I'm thinking like I did an Uber Reserve to take me like from Burbank to somewhere in LA because I flew into Burbank. And so I'm like, oh, you know, we're stuck at the gate. I'll be right there. And I'm like trying to be like a nice Uber person. The guy's like, oh, no problem. No problem at all. And I'm like, okay, I just get in my bag. I'll be right out, you know, because I don't want him to like leave.
Right.
Okay. I didn't realize that when you do an Uber Reserve, is that you're paying for that guy's time for an hour to sit there and wait for you.
Regardless of how
Yes.
long he waits?
Yes.
How much was it per hour?
Like $60.
So you start at $60 and then you have to pay for the ride. Ooh, yeah, that's steep.
Yeah, so you might want to, if you ever think like, oh, I'll reserve the ride for when I land, because you don't really need to. At any airport, you could just get an Uber. Like
Right, there's
in 3
Ubers
minutes.
everywhere when you're at the airport.
I've been talking about this for years. This next tip, we put it inside the newsletter, is that when you rent a car, you sync your phone up to it. And
No.
then, and most people do.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
No, I don't do that.
No, but a lot of people do. And then when you sync your phone to the rental car,
All your contacts, all your information, all of that's just sucked into the phone.
and then you have to do
Or into the car.
Into the car, and then of course you can do a factory reset on the car.
Right.
But whenever you are returning a rental car, you are always in a hurry.
Oh, yeah, you're never going to do that.
It's not going to.
Just don't sync your phone. Not a good idea.
Have you ever lost your luggage?
I haven't. Not
Really?
yet, yeah. Is this wood? Is that
The
marble?
side is wood.
There we
Top's
go.
marble. So notice like the difference of like texture.
I just was looking for something to knock on. I didn't care what
Don't
it was.
do that.
Right there.
That's like plastic wood. Don't-
Knock on IKEA.
That's not good. Yeah, I've lost luggage. It's no fun at all.
No, of course not.
Did I tell you when I lost luggage in Paris? Mm-mm. Oh, so we go from Phoenix to London to Paris. And it always happens to Barry. I don't know why. I mean, my stuff is always good. I mean, it's just like anything that happens. It's like, sometimes it's like the Charlie Brown thing, I think, with him. And so, so we get to Paris and it's late and I don't speak French.
No?
No.
Okay.
And so my bag comes off the carousel. Ian's bag comes off the carousel, and no Barry bag. Okay. So I go over to the ticket counter, and the French sometimes don't always like us.
Most of the time they don't.
So I went up to, and like she was pretending like she didn't speak English, so I had to pull out my phone, and, like,
Right.
dictate it, and I'm sure she spoke English, but she just wanted to be just mean. And so I filed the claim form with British Airways and all this other stuff. And then now we get to the hotel, and now he's got nothing. I mean, nothing. So we have to go find some stores and, buy him T-shirts and underwear and
Right.
a pair of pants and a shirt and the whole thing. And so I'm calling British Airways saying, like, I need this brown bag. Okay, sending pictures of the bag. Because I always take pictures of the bag, by the way.
That's smart.
Just in case. This way it's like, this is what it looks like.
Right.
Okay. And here's the tag number. And like day 1 goes by, day 2 goes by, day 3 goes by.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And I'm like, well, you know me. I mean,
You were extremely patient, understanding, went with the flow.
I need to find his bag. Okay, what is the problem? And I called the PR department.
Which most people don't even think to do.
Okay. Oh yeah. Just because I got to find the guy's bag. So I go down to the front desk to get a cup of coffee and stuff, and tell him, like, do you have any contacts at British Airways or anything? And then the guy hands me the newspaper, and he says, I think this is why you don't have your luggage. And on the front page of the Daily Mail said, like, Heathrow luggage system backlogged and all this other stuff.
Oh, okay.
But it was so funny. On the front page of the Daily Mail with this big story is Barry's luggage.
Get out of there. It was right there?
Yeah.
So where was it?
I sent that off to the PR department. I said, I found it.
Tell that photographer that took the picture to grab it and bring it to me.
I found it. And that's, you know what? They said, okay, we know where it is now.
That's great.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. So if you are traveling, what you want to do is put an air tag.
Yeah.
Or
in their
a
luggage.
tile in their tile tracker, so this way you always know where your bag's located. And now the airline apps, United Airlines, it actually works with an air tag. So if they do lose the luggage, you can just share that link with United Airlines, and then it will update it in real time so they can have complete access to where that air tag is. Otherwise, like American and I think Southwest, inside the app is that they will tell you where your bag is at any given moment.
Okay, cool.
So, see, I'm just like this fountain of knowledge.
You can use that if you want to get on the show next week. You can use the term fountain of knowledge. She'll move that comment right to the top.
So, who was your favorite teacher when you were growing up?
Oh, probably my drama director.
Drama?
Yeah.
You took drama classes?
Not only did I take drama classes, I was in a drama magnet, which was drama 4 hours a day. So you did all your academics in the morning, went to lunch, and then your entire afternoon was just drama.
Now it's the first time I knew that.
Yeah, I've been in a ton of plays. I played Macbeth in Macbeth.
Did you? Mm-hmm. Here, do something.
I don't remember Macbeth. I do remember from Midsummer Night's Dream.
Okay.
Are you familiar with the show?
Yes.
All right. So,
I think it's a play. Okay.
There's a play within the play where a bunch of common folk are putting on a play for the king and the queen, so they can get a salary of 6 pence to be the performers.
Oh, God, did you know this?
And I played Thisbe.
Okay.
And I was a freshman, and freshmen really weren't allowed to be in the shows with the seniors and the juniors.
But you were so good.
Well, I just auditioned well because I had to be. Thisbe is a female character, but back in Shakespeare's days, all the men played the women. And instead of using like a high-pitched girl voice, I did a West Texan voice. So my Thisbe was like, "Asleep, my love. What? Dead, my dove. Oh, Paramus, arise. Speak, speak, quiet dumb." So that's how I got it. It's because I was a West Texan Thisbe.
We got to go on tour. We're going on stage.
I performed in the Utah Shakespearean Festival and part of the entire cast. And basically they said this entire thing sucks except West Texan Thisbe. Excellent.
Well, look at you.
I was the president of the Thespians.
See, I just thought, like, because you're so drama-rama all the time. Now I know.
Trained drama-rama.
Trained. All right, so talk to us about AI and teachers.
So there's a Unbound Academy. Is a Southwest charter school company that has schools in New Mexico, Texas, and Arizona. And they approached Arizona with a new curriculum.
Okay. 2
hours a day. No more, no less. Academics is just 2 hours a day. And they believe that in this 2 hours, the kids will learn more than a traditional school. And then they'll get the benefits of all the other programs where they offer like financial health and social media work and all these other programs. But your hardcore, your reading, writing, and arithmetic is just narrowed down to 2 hours a day. And that curriculum has approved, but they want to tweak it and get rid of the teachers.
Oh.
And have artificial intelligence teach this program to the students. Zero human interaction. Now, they say that the AI will work hand in hand with the student, looking at where they are when it comes to the academics, but also looking for emotional cues and to be able to take the curriculum and gear it towards the child based on that as well. And they just passed, I think it was a 4-3 vote, barely got passed. And there's going to be a trial run. It's 100% online. So even if there was a teacher, it's not like the student would have had a face-to-face before, but it's 2 hours a day just dealing with artificial intelligence.
That's going to be so hard. I think that
which aspect of it?
I mean, number one, taking classes online is hard enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
When my son had to start school, kindergarten, in COVID, online. One teacher, 44 kindergartners.
How did she keep their attention?
First of all, you're sexist, assuming the teacher was a female. Second of all, they didn't. They just logged on for 10 minutes in the morning. So you had a screen with all 45 people, the teacher and all 4 little kindergartners. The teacher talked for 10 minutes, disconnected, and then 7 hours later got back on to tell them goodbye. It was all self-guided. Oh. Kindergartners. It was awful.
No, that's got to be awful.
Yeah.
See, I think kids need the interaction. I mean, I'm not a strong proponent of anything 100% online.
I agree.
Because you need to have that. I mean, see them and feel them and know kind of what's going on in their head. And plus, talk about being distracted. Gosh, I mean.
Now, this is for 4th to 7th graders, this test. So a little older.
They're still distracted.
Absolutely. No, I'm not going to argue with you. But it is a little older. I think they just should hone in on 7th graders. But they're going to try this with a small group of kids. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but you got to try it. You got to throw it out there.
Did they say why they're doing it?
Because they're an online school and they think that obviously they could save money without instructors.
Yeah, I was going to say money
and you can educate more kids all at the same time.
Yeah.
And their argument is, and we'll find out, there'll be some report in a year or so, that they can hone in one-on-one. You know, the 35 students to one teacher is an awful ratio, but it's what we deal with here in the United States in a lot of our school districts. And this is not 35 to 1. This is 1 to 1.
I can see the benefit, but I can also see the downside.
But I think the hybrid is going to be what we'll come to, where you'll have a human teacher. That's so weird to say it like that, but you'll have a human teacher using AI to be one-on-one in small breakout groups or stuff like that, using that as a tool instead of just a full replacement.
You know, there is some merit to that. I went to Catholic school.
Imagine if you had an AI nun.
Oh, Sister Apollonia. Never forget her. Sister Apollonia. I mean, the nuns had a couple of things that they would do. You know, and I think this is why, like, sometimes I am the way that I am.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because, like, they would ask a question, and then she'd look at you, and you'd say, she'd, like, be like, what's 12 times 9? And then she'd point her finger at you, and then you're like, then she'd say, too slow next.
Wow.
Oh.
That's hardcore.
No, it was really hardcore. It was hardcore. And I mean, I had my knuckles slapped by the ruler. I don't know how many times.
That's not just a movie trope. That's a real thing.
Oh, yes.
She literally did that?
Yeah, and what they would do is they'd hold it back and they'd flip it.
Oof.
And it would be like...
My co-host, Beth Friends on KEZ, she went to Catholic school as well. And her punishments were you had to kneel on pencils.
Yes.
And I tried it.
It's hard.
Holy crap, does that hurt?
No, the nuns were mean. They were just mean. I'm sure, like, there were some nice ones.
Sure, you didn't have them. You didn't come across them.
It was just not very good. I have a teacher joke.
Oh, good.
Okay. Tell me if you've heard this one
Is
before.
this Catholic school?
No, but
Oh,
it
okay.
should. But the nuns would go Freaky Friday about this one. Okay. The teacher says, see if you know the answer.
Okay.
Give me a sentence which includes the words defense, defeat, and detail.
I haven't heard it.
Okay, can you do it? A sentence with the words defense, defeat, and detail. This is one you're gonna tell everyone this joke.
It's Friday. I don't want to think. Just give me the punchline.
When the horse jumps over defense, defeat go first, and then detail.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph. I'm tired of these jokes.
Oh God, they're just so funny. I can't wait till I go on tour, Diego.
It was cute.
All right, folks. Thanks for being here. We appreciate it. Hope you have a great holiday weekend.
Yes. We're
Or
back Monday.
No, pre-holiday. Yes,
Yeah.
pre-holiday. And I hope you get all your shopping done. Are you done with all your shopping?
Like 99.2%.
What'd you get me?
All right. We'll see you guys next week.
That would be nothing. He got me nothing. Same thing he got me last year.
Not going to make eye contact.